Hey everyone, मेरा नाम सुमेधा है and welcome to Chalchitra Talks. This week I want to talk about Four Tet, which is the stage name of Kieran Hebden, who's an electronic music artist. Now Kieran has been making music for a very long time, and उसका first solo was released in 1997. Since then he's released about 10 full-length albums, a lot of live albums, many EPs, and he's also remixed many songs by a lot of major artists such as Radiohead, Ellie Goulding, Lana Del Rey, Bonobo, Black Sabbath. जब फुटेट का second album आया था called Pause, his music was given the tag of folktronica because this album contained elements, a mixture of folk and electronic elements. इसके बाद भी जो फुटेट की albums और songs release हुए, they were also labeled under the same tag. Now, in my opinion, this one tag is not sufficient to define Four Tet's music because Kieran is a very versatile producer. He's used a lot of different influences in different albums, and he incorporates like elements of jazz, folk, techno, IDM, and many other music styles, which results in really beautifully layered electronic music. Now, because Four Tet has such a huge discography, even I found it challenging to just pick some songs as being his best songs because, again, each album is very different and versatile. So I wanted to recommend my current favorites from Four Tet. And why I say current favorite is because it's happened that maybe in the first listen or maybe at a particular point of time I might not be liking some song by Four Tet, but it has happened that if I'm listening to the song or the album after a few weeks or months, I will actually really like it. And I want to start with two songs from his latest album 16 Oceans, which was released in 2020. The first song I want to recommend from this album is called Teenage Birdsong. It was previously released as a single. It has samples of flute and percussion along with other melodic elements. And एक online review पढ़ा था मैंने इस song के लिए, which I think is very apt. And it says that Teenage Birdsong channeled a sense of optimism that feels nostalgic to anyone who has left their teenage years behind. इस गाने के लिए एक ऑफिशियल वीडियो भी है जिसमें they've shown two girls who are best friends. They're probably teenagers or in their early 20s, and they're getting ready to go see Four Tet's live performance. And they've shown how much fun the girls have in the concert and all the excitement. And even the venue that they've shown in the video where Four Tet's performing, it's so beautiful. Even I hope to go see Four Tet perform live someday, and preferably in this particular venue. अगर आप ये गाना पहली बार सुन रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ लिसन टू द ऑडियो बिफोर यू चेक आउट द वीडियो बिकॉज वीडियो में द सॉन्ग इज नॉट being played in a continuous manner. The next song that I want to recommend from this album is called Insect Near Piha Beach. Now this song is very upbeat and has very warm and sunny sound to it. Song ke beginning mein there's one tune that goes on for about a minute, and at around 1 minute 7 seconds suddenly a very gorgeous sample of string instrument music comes in. I think it's either harp or harpsichord, and it's just a really stunning piece of sample that Four Tet has used in this song. The next song that I want to recommend is called 2017 from the album New Energy, which was released in 2017. And similar to Insect Near Piha Beach, this song also has a very beautiful string instrument sample, which gives it a very, like, the tune is almost, you can say, call it as twinkly. And yeah, I've actually been really loving songs by Four Tet which have samples of these beautiful string instrument music. One more song that I cannot miss mentioning by Four Tet is called Parallel Jalebi. And yeah, I know the name's like super interesting. So Kieran is actually half Indian from his mother's side. He's used this influence in a lot of his songs. For example, he released an album called Morning Side, Evening Side in 2015, and it just has two songs of about 20 minutes each. Now, Morning Side mein he has actually used a sample of Lata Mangeshkar's song from the very old movie Sautan, and it's very interesting to hear Lata Mangeshkar's voice being mixed along with like electro beats. Yeah, I found it to be really cool. Now there's so many more songs that I would want to cover for Four Tet, not just from his full-length albums, but he's also collaborated with a lot of other artists. He collaborated with Thom Yorke and another artist, Beryl, and released a single called Ego slash Mirror, and it has a very characteristic Thom Yorke style in it. So if you like these songs and want to explore more by Four Tet, there are two albums which I really love listening to as a whole. The first one is called There Is Love in You, and this is considered to be some of Kieran's most focused work, where he's paid a lot of attention to detail. It has a more ambient sound, and I especially love the initial tracks that come in this album, such as Angel Echoes, Love Cry, and so on. So this is also a really great album by Four Tet. The second one that I want to talk about is called Anna Paintings, and it's actually an EP. So Anna is a friend of Kieran, and she's a painter, and they collaborated for this project. So Kieran made the music, and Anna responded to the music by making the paintings, which actually have been used as the album's cover, except for the third song where Kieran made the music in response to the paintings. So this was Four Tet and my recommendation for the week. Please let me know what you guys think about Four Tet, and if you actually do explore more of his work, let me know what songs or albums that you guys really like, and I'll be back next week with another recommendation.